Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ALAZAY. Hey, yay! And ACHARA KIRK. So, we're going to look at Dice Media's What the Folks web series, Season 2, Episode 5, House of Cards. Thank you, Dice Media, for allowing us to react to this. Very, very much appreciate it. This is the penultimate episode. So, let's check this out. Here we go.
Jason.
Fuck.
Oh. Right away. Expletive.
Is it expletive or expletive?
Oh, I don't know.
वो जॉनी है ना श्रेया का पति?
उसका नाम जॉनी नहीं है, जेसन है।
हाँ वही। उसके आते ही कैसे भाग गई उसके पास? अरे तू भी तो शादी कर लेना फिर से।
माँ ये शादी का शब्द आप अपनी डिक्शनरी से क्यों नहीं निकाल देते?
हाय क्यों? इतना हैंडसम है तू, इतना अच्छा खासा कमा लेता है, मैं क्यों नहीं लेता किसी से?
इतना आसान नहीं होता मम्मी।
श्रेया को देख, निखिल को देख, they also done love marriage ना, फैमिली के साथ भी टाइम बिताते हैं, तेरे जैसे अकेले नहीं।
आपको कुछ पता है? अरे श्रेया और जेसन अकेले अकेले टाइम बिताएं, साथ साथ हमें क्या?
वो दोनों साथ साथ ही हैं?
नहीं, मम्मी मतलब
सच बता मुझे।
Lie.
उसने मुझे ऐसा बताया, मतलब एक्चुअली उसने बताया नहीं।
हाँ।
मैं ऐसा समझा। पर एक मिनट, ये बात आप किसी को नहीं बोलो।
Oh, you know she's gonna tell everyone.
No, please.
ठीक है, तू कहता है तो।
Oh. Never tell an auntie nothing. She's gonna tell everyone.
This is gonna go south so hard.
It's gonna be in front of everybody.
Yeah.
House of Cards.
Oh, that's why.
It's falling down, right?
All falling apart. Oh boy. I'm getting sweats.
Jaby attack. As opposed to a panic attack.
Jaby attack. I don't even know what.
अरे बंधु, श्रेया कितनी सरप्राइज थी ना, जेसन को बुला लिया, अच्छा किया क्या नहीं?
Oh no.
गलत किया।
गलत किया?
Yeah.
तेरा गट इंस्टिंक्ट कह रहा है।
अरे तुम्हारा गट इंस्टिंक्ट कह रहा है मतलब?
ठीक है, आ गया है तो जो भी होगा देख लेंगे।
अरे देख लेंगे का क्या मतलब? वो आ गया है, अब क्या करें?
कबर्ड की तरफ जाओ।
Get yogurt.
कपड़े।
अरे मैंने तो पहने हुए कपड़े।
दूसरे भी तो हैं, जाओ तो।
हाँ क्या है?
उसमें वो कुर्ता है ना जैकेट वाला।
हाँ।
वो निकालो।
ये वाला?
That's nice.
क्या करूँ उसका?
जेसन को दे आओ, उस पे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा।
Nice.
Why'd she say that?
Did she pack one extra just for
अरे
him?
बंधु, लेकिन जेसन कहाँ ढूंढूंगा उसको, कहाँ है वो? बात करने को तैयार नहीं, बस ये करते रहते हैं।
That's what that means? Tapping your head?
What that means?
Jason, you shouldn't have come here.
I'm gonna do that from
As
now
if I
on.
wanted to be here in the first place.
Dad's
तो
gonna
parents
walk
told
in.
me, मैं क्या करता यार?
So,
Oh.
यार तुम्हारे पापा ने कहा आ जाओ श्रेया को सरप्राइज दो, fix things with her.
Fix things? इतना आसान है? To fix things between us?
Yeah, well, I couldn't tell them that, ना.
You could have told me that, ना?
How? तुम फोन उठाती हो?
True.
And if I called Nikhil, then you would have lost it again.
You could have texted me, Jason. कुछ तो कर सकते थे ना? If you're so concerned about me losing it, then why did you come here? ये weekend मेरे लिए था यार. कभी तो time दे दो मुझे.
यार I understand.
You don't understand. If you understood, you wouldn't be here.
बात समझो यार, I couldn't do this to them. You know, उन्हें लगता है कि हमारे बीच जो भी हुआ, it was just a simple fight. Did you really want me to tell them how bad things really were?
But you know how bad things are. You know I need space. You couldn't fucking respect that.
You really want me to be disrespectful to them? Huh? Sorry.
Man.
मैं नहीं कर सकता.
That door is gonna open.
Jason, you need to leave.
Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Fine, I'll leave. Okay? That's what.
श्रेया यार कुछ दिनों की तो बात है यार.
I am done pretending, yaar. I'm seriously done pretending.
श्रेया, please try to understand. We cannot do this to your parents.
It's always about someone else. मेरे parents क्या कहेंगे? तुम्हारे parents क्या कहेंगे? When is it about us, यार?
Us? Really, you want to talk about us?
Yeah.
तुम us की बात कर रही हो. तुम जो मुझे हैदराबाद से छोड़ के यहाँ आई हो, तुम us की बात करना चाहती हो? Listen, let me tell you something. It's never about us. It's always about you. Okay, so fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, damn.
Okay?
Dad's out there. What happened? Oh, they're locked in a room together? Oh.
Just take the balcony. It's only 3 stories.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Shit. Oh no, she's in the bathroom or is she outside?
I had a
Oh, it's her roommate. Oh.
No, that's fine.
Awkward.
It's like, do not go in there. Woo.
Did you light a match?
Yeah, that's.
My toilet was clogged. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot they were staying in the same room.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll see you guys at the party, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's super awkward.
That's good, because she needs to talk to someone about this. She can't just like throw fits and get angry and just walk away. Like, you gotta figure it out.
Please, किसी को बताना मत.
Everybody already knows. Your aunt.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody will know.
Yeah. And then they're gonna blame her. And be like, Anita did it.
Maybe you should talk to someone.
Why would they blame Anita?
From Dad or.
Because she knows that Anita knows for sure, but she's not gonna think it's Dolly.
Oh.
I don't know. That's just my thought.
Dolly just doesn't seem like someone you should talk to.
No, he doesn't even.
Nope.
His shorts are too short for that. Inappropriate. Damn, he got food fast.
Hey man, we have a fight.
Oh yeah, I love
You gotta
using my
eat your feelings, man.
It's my favorite thing to do.
I'll take whatever you got.
Like, we're breaking up. I don't
Just
need to
having a
look good
small
anyway.
bite.
Sure. Should I get you a plate?
No, it's okay. So, how's Calcutta?
Oh,
Like, Dad, we're having
I just
problems.
want to hug him. What a good papa.
That was really cool, actually. That little exchange. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Shreya ne khana khaya?
खा लिया होगा. She called for it in the room.
जिसन क्या प्रॉब्लम है तुम दोनों के बीच?
कुछ नहीं पापा, छोटे-मोटे differences हैं. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
देखो तुम
Never be sorry, ALAZAY.
हमारे लिए एक समान है. कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. हमसे बात कर सकते हो तुम.
You really love him, huh?
That's why it's hard for her probably too.
Well, they established that whole like son-in-law thing in the first season.
तुम भी यहाँ हो, वो भी यहाँ है. तो फेस टू फेस एक दूसरे के सामने क्यों नहीं बात कर लेते हो?
He tried
अभी तो आया
that.
हूँ. Give me some time. I'll speak with her. Okay.
जिसन डिफरेंसेस होते हैं. मेरे और वंदना के बीच में भी बहुत डिफरेंसेस हैं. It's healthy, I know that, but then...
Papa, Shreya and I are not like you and Mom.
Here it comes. Oh.
हो गया खाना?
Yeah, I'm done.
तो चले? काका ले जाओ.
हाँ.
Oh man. We're about to have like a little
Hey,
heart-to-heart
just-
conversation.
ये पहन लेना. बहुत अच्छा लग गया तुम पे.
They're just so good to him.
का जुगाड़ हो गया ना?
Oh, Dad.
Unless they show us that
Uh-oh,
this guy
the
did
ants.
something really messed up.
Up here it begins.
Like, I'm kind of on his side. He's trying.
But
Like,
the thing is that's what this. It's a drama, so they have to leave it ambiguous like this. It's the build
See,
up.
here we go. Auntie gossip.
अरे कुछ नहीं, बस रहने दो. मीरा बहन, ट्रस्ट करो ना, क्या हुआ बताओ. अच्छा हितर बहन, आप पूछ रहे हैं ना, तो मैं आपको बताती हूँ.
God,
मुझे
literally.
किसी को और बताना
My
नहीं.
mom and her friends.
तुम दोनों के बीच ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम चल रही है.
वैसे जैसन दिखता तो बहुत शरीफ है.
लेकिन किसी को बोलना
oh
नहीं.
god, this is gonna blow up into...
कुछ अफेयर का चक्कर हो.
बेचारी श्रेया.
देखो तुम किसी से कुछ मत बोलो.
जब श्रेया घर वापस आई थी ना, तो जेसन को पड़ोसी की बीवी के साथ बिस्तर में देखा था.
माय गॉड. मैं होता ना पुलिस बुला लेता.
एक
देखो मालूम है शिकायत दीदी ने
Oh my
सचिन अंकल की पुलिस की कंप्लेंट की है। सच्ची? हाँ। छोड़ ना, चल जाके पूल में सुसु कर।
Why you don't go swimming in the kiddie pool?
लोगों की यही प्रॉब्लम है कि वो डाइवोर्स बहुत लेते हैं।
ये बात
no.
15 दिन से कितना समझाया था कि श्रेया को समझा।
Oh no. I hate when I bring religion into it too.
जूते पहनो बेटा, मेहमान सारे आ गए।
ए गोपी,
हाँ बोलो पापा।
मुझे ये नहीं, ये पीना है।
क्या कर रहे हो?
be like
मस्ती
that.
चक्कर में पैर गिर जाता ना। डॉक्टर ने इसे पीने से मना किया है। इसे पीने से आपकी तबीयत खराब हो जाएगी पापा।
तबीयत को क्या आचार
That's exactly what I was thinking.
सीन अच्छा चढ़ जाता है इससे। हाँ पियो पियो।
अरे पापा खुल के जियो ना, खुल के जियो।
घंटा खुल के जियो।
Love him.
वो कड़ा मना की दी तो सारो था। हाँ तो सूझ है।
Oh, nice.
Oh, she's the hippie lady.
Crazy Natasha.
That would be me at the party with my flask.
She's like, a little bit of joy for everyone. Hey.
Oh.
ओह
Look nice.
से याद आया किस होटल में टीवी टेबल भी है
Oh,
you wanna check it out
Depends. Is it prohibited?
just leave one day to figure it out
वैसे यार पीछे खेतों में बच्चे गुल्ली डंडा भी खेलते हैं। चलें क्या?
ओए टिक्का खाएगा निकल मम्मी को देखा क्या किसकी शादी मेरी तेरी मम्मी हो रही मेरी मम्मी के साथ
गार्ड ने किसी इंट्रूडर को पकड़ दिया था इन एक्टिविटी रूम। हाँ, पता चला कोई था?
चला नहीं, but you know you have to be very careful because इतने सारे लोग इंट्रूडर्स होते हैं जो
अरे भाइयों,
prey on people.
अरे पहले केक काट देते हैं, पार्टी चलती रहेगी। आओ, आप सब लोग आओ।
चलिए
फिक्र मत कर, मैंने किसी को कुछ नहीं कहा है। चल 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 क्या?
अरे पापा क्या कर रहे हो? थोड़ा सब्र रखो। हमेशा लेनी कर रखी है। अरे क्या ना कैंडी लेने, वो आएंगे तो उसके बाद आप केक काट लेना।
अरे भाई मुझे भूख लगी है और बर्थडे किसका है? मेरा है ना, तो हमारी मर्जी में आवश्यक ये हो करिस समझो।
तब तक इनके लिए कुछ खाने के लिए दूँ ना।
ठीक है,
Yogurt.
देता हूँ। पापा एक काम करो, आप ये ना ये मिष्टी दोई खाओ।
Oh,
क्या
damn.
है ये?
एपिगामिया बहुत अच्छा है, खा के देखो।
तू ना इस घर का एपिडेमिक है।
He's
आया
like,
मजा?
delicious.
अभी तेरा केक है ना, तू ही खा, मैं तो सिर्फ यही खाऊंगा।
No.
अरे इसके बाद केक भी खा लेना मेरे बापू।
Candles.
he's like eating the whole
screw this.
cake.
पापा
I love grumpy old men.
अरे सारा केक खुद खा जाओगे ना? हम लोगों के लिए भी छोड़ोगे?
अरे भाई सबके लिए छोड़ा है मैंने, मैं तो सिर्फ इसके हिस्से का खा रहा हूँ।
इसके हिस्से
Oh no.
इसके हिस्से क्यों? इसने कौन सा गुनाह कर दिया पापा?
Don't ask that. What's the matter with
आदमी
you?
है ये।
Oh no, this is not good.
पुलिस के भी लफड़े हैं इसके, और उनका डिवोर्स भी होने वाला है।
अरे पापा कैसी बात कर रहे हो?
Oh,
Oh no.
that's embarrassing.
हसमुख काका आप कुछ भी बोल देते हैं। भाई साहब, आप
Whoa.
His shirt's really nice.
It is, yeah.
अब हुआ ना बर्थडे पार्टी।
Just stop. Just stop.
What?
What the fuck was he you were talking about? Huh? What divorce, yaar? Is this how I'm supposed to find out?
Jason, I told you not to come here.
अरे 50 बार एक ही चीज बोल चुका हूँ। Your father called me here, that's why I'm here.
तो उनसे पूछो यार, उनसे पूछो, मुझसे क्यों पूछ रहे हो?
Do you know about this? Is this why I'm here? For this?
आराम से बात कर, समझा?
धीरे बात कर, चल अब। शट अप बोल के फायदा क्या? इज्जत तो होगी ना सबके सामने। बुरा आदमी हो ना मैं? मार तो तुम्हें। आज तक कभी हाथ उठाया तुम पर?
धीरे बात कर, समझा? मैंने कहा था तुम दोनों से बैठ के बातचीत कर लो, लेकिन तुम लोग
इसीलिए तो मैं आया था, to talk to her. I've been trying to talk to her for months now. बात सुनती है ये? Anita, you were there, right? Did she mention anything about a divorce even once?
It was nothing. It wasn't like that.
Wow, very nice यार. मतलब जिनको पता होना चाहिए उनको नहीं पता, बाकी सबको पता.
सबको पता चल गया. अब पता चल गया. होगी खुशी.
Shreya, why? Why? What is the problem? Why?
Why यार? Why is it okay to interfere in my life?
I did not interfere in your life. I agree with her. Sorry. This is between us. Please leave us alone.
Us? There is no us. Okay?
You know what? Fuck this.
Dang, they say fuck a lot. Her dress is
मिल
pretty
गई
on the
खुशी?
bottom, the Daniel.
जाके केक खाइए अब.
Damn. Dad, it just blew up in your face. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna go.
बात कर रहा हूँ ना यार, रुक नहीं सकते क्या? बस हो गया. You done? You fucking done? 4 लाइनें बोले मेरी लाइफ मेरी जिंदगी, that's it. बात नहीं कर सकते क्या?
क्या बात करूं? क्या बात करूं? पहले मुझे खुद को तो समझने दे, मुझे क्या चाहिए? तू जाना यार प्लीज.
क्या समझना है यार तेरे को? क्या समझना है? क्या समझना है? हाँ? तेरी प्रॉब्लम पता क्या है? तू पहले डिसीजन लेती है, फिर क्विट करती है, and then you fucking move on, dude. और हम जैसे चूतियों की तरह बैठ जाते हैं वहाँ पे, just pick up the pieces.
What pieces, निखिल? What pieces? मैं संभाल लूंगी.
ये दिख नहीं रहा तुझे? हाँ? ये सब दिख नहीं रहा है? ये सब तूने किया, right? This is your fucking mistake. And तेरे चक्कर में अब मॉम डैड भुगतेंगे और मैं और अनीता भुगतेंगे.
किसी को कुछ भुगतने की जरूरत नहीं है, प्लीज. मेरी लाइफ है, मैं हैंडल कर लूंगी.
मेरी लाइफ है, तेरा डिसीजन है, तो मेरे घर क्यों आई?
बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक होगी मेरे से. आज के बाद कभी नहीं आऊंगी. कर लूंगी मैं हैंडल, ओके?
तू करेगी हैंडल, शक्ल देखिए अपनी हैंडल करने वाली. बात करनी पड़ती है हैंडल करने के लिए, ऑलराइट? कम्युनिकेशन लगता है. हम बात करते हैं एक दूसरे से, एक दूसरे का फोन उठाते हैं, किसी और के थ्रू जाके बात नहीं करते हैं.
Really? तुम लोग बात करते हो एक दूसरे से? Ask her.
What?
She fucking hates her life in Bombay.
Shreya?
Oh God.
Ask her.
I never said that. I never said that.
Actually, Anita, you did me a favor. You actually made me realize I don't need to live with the wrong decision. So that was because of you.
Damn, way to throw it back onto her.
Damn, what a contrast on this season, big time.
ये तुमने किया?
निखिल, हम बस बात कर रहे थे.
क्या बात कर रहे थे? क्या बात कर रहे थे? Just tell me ना, क्या बात कर रहे थे?
Nikhil, I never said anything like that. I just told her that I hate my job.
I told you it's my fucking family. Just stay the fuck out of it, Anita. Please, man.
Damn.
It's just all really sensitive, that's why. Nobody's dealing with it right.
It's awkward. Oh boy.
मतलब तू अनीता से बात कर सकती है, मुझसे नहीं कर सकती.
नहीं बात कर सकती मैं तेरे से.
क्यों?
क्योंकि तुझे लगता है मैं हमेशा गलत हूँ. Shreya's always wrong. She's always selfish.
तो तू नहीं है क्या selfish? नहीं है? तुझे देहरादून छोड़ के जाने था मास्टर्स करने के लिए, कर ली. फिर मास्टर्स छोड़ दी क्योंकि जेसन से शादी करनी है. अब शादी छोड़ रही है ना? कर रही है ना अपनी मन की, जो तेरे को अच्छा लगता है तो कर रही है ना. तो हुई ना तू selfish. तेरी प्रॉब्लम पता क्या है? तुझे ना सब ऐसे प्लेट में मिल गया आराम से. थोड़ी सी भी वैल्यू होती ना तुझे चीजों की, ये सब नहीं हो रहा होता.
That's the problem. I got it very easy. And तुझे तो बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ी, नहीं? मतलब जगह जगह जाके भीख मांगनी पड़ी. फंडिंग दे दो, फंड.
Fuck you, Shreya.
Fuck you, Nikhil. What do you think? I don't have the right to be happy? मैं अपनी पूरी जिंदगी बस ऐसे गवा दूं एक unhappy marriage में, हाँ? No, say. Actually, don't. Because your fucking opinion doesn't matter to me.
कर जो करना तेरे को. वैसे भी अकेली मरने वाली है तू.
Damn. Oh damn.
Not even a cat.
You're so funny.
That took me a minute to process. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And at the end, I was like, meow.
Damn, you were right. That episode, like, the shit hit the fan big time. Whoa.
The point is it shows what happens when there's no communication.
That was a red divorce.
Yes,
that was
the red divorce.
Red wedding. So good. That was great though. That was intense. That was done well.
Intense. yeah.
The way it all just built up and it just all snowballed.
Yeah.
And it was the crazy uncle.
Lady Stark was like, there was a lot of blood in that episode.
I like that. What's his name? The uncle, the 80-year-old uncle. Like, I just love those sort of grumpy old people characters who instigate stuff just because they have nothing better to do, because they're like bored with their life, and so they're just like, let me just stir things up and see what happens, and then boom.
That was intense.
That was super intense.
Like that whole rumor mill thing. That is so true. My mom and her friends are like that all the time.
Monisha Tanti has a comment here. She says, okay, I'm feeling sorry for Anita. Whatever Shreya did, blurting out Anita's secret in front of Nikhil is totally unacceptable. Anita, as a loyal and trustworthy woman, managed to keep Shreya and Jason's secret, even had to tolerate Nikhil's scolding in front of everyone just because she did not reveal Shreya's secret to Nikhil.
True.
Yeah.
Yet, what did Anita get from Shreya? A complete betrayal, a break of trust. And because of Shreya, Anita had to face the unnecessary consequences, which is not even her fault. Really, Shreya, you need to stop acting childish and grow up. Learn how to keep someone's trust rather than act like an immature freak.
But that's her lesson she needs to learn so that she can realize the value of what Anita did for her so she can grow.
From what Nikhil is saying, all her life, she's just kind of done whatever she wanted, and then when it wasn't working out, she just left. She doesn't really follow things through to the end. It is a very immature thing to do when you're having a fight with someone. I'll admit I do this a lot myself. It's a great diversion tactic to be like, oh yeah? Well, you did that thing.
Yeah.
What I learned from this episode is shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Just listen.
Yeah, but that's the mature thing to do. But everybody's so high intense. There's so much going on, you know? So it's bound to just like splatter everywhere.
You know what it made me think of? In one of the earlier episodes, you were like, why is it that women, when you say keep it down, and then women are always like exploding?
I didn't do that, but I understand what you're saying.
You understand, yeah?
Yeah.
In this one, it's that situation where the emotions are so heightened that even when you're in the most public of places, which is this family gathering with everyone there, they're just going at it full volume. I don't care. Everyone knows. So I'm just going to yell at you. You're going to yell at me. There was a lot of yelling. Wow.
It was an Italian gathering for sure. That was real.
And
Korean.
Korean.
Does it really happen?
K-drama.
Dude, Koreans are so intense. They are the Italians.
Okay.
The Asian Italians.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time empathizing with Shreya. I'm just having a really hard time empathizing with her character. She does seem spoiled. She's like, you always say I'm spoiled and selfish. She's like, yeah, because you are. That's clearly what's happened here. I totally understand Nikhil's perspective on this. I'm trying to imagine me arguing with my sister, who's just as difficult to deal with. I don't mind saying that. She and I will have bouts, and it's just like, okay, how do I do this? How do I have this argument with her and not yell right now? And so I have to find it in myself to calm down and come at her from a different angle. And he did not do that. Like, he was just at a 10 yelling at everybody.
Well, he's been waiting for her to fess up, and he hasn't. And now that exploded, it's to him, he's fed up. He's like, you do this every single time. And so it's just all he sees is red. For some reason, I kind of understand. It's because she knows, she's very cognizant that, you know, she's the child on the pedestal and she's got it good, but she has to follow her heart. And that's why she doesn't stay. She doesn't, you know, suffer. She keeps moving because she's trying to find herself. But the way she's handling it is all wrong. Those are the lessons that need to be had for her to grow.
Right.
But so that's why it's just kind of difficult figuring out. Because also, too, this is a drama. So it's like they have to hold back information to make it more intense for this to happen. So it's like, I can't tell whether or not what is their tactic and then what is the revelation of her character.
I think one of the things it's speaking to is probably something that goes on in the Asian community with women, probably. Like, she is limited on what she is allowed to do because her whole family's got her under a microscope. And so it makes her kind of rebellious and want to just break free from everything all the time because they're always trying to, like, get their fingers inside of her life, whereas they probably leave Nikhil alone for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this is a thing that happens a lot with Asians in general. And
I agree.
So I can understand why she's doing what she's doing. I just, like you said, hate her execution.
What you were saying about, you know, not being able to empathize with Shreya, I think it's because she hasn't really established any one thing that Jason did that we can understand why she feels that way. Like, she's never really expressed exactly what it is apart from, I'm in an unhappy marriage. But why? What happened? Did you grow apart? was there an affair, or why are you guys fighting? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just hard to really understand why she's feeling that way. So while her feelings might be justified, it's just hard for us to kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that's kind of tricky because when it comes to screenplay writing, you need you need something definitive to kind of sink your teeth into.
Right.
And so what they're playing with here is something that's actually too real. And so I haven't made up my mind emotionally yet about whether or not I'm on board with it. It's all an experiment, right? Like writing in general is just an experiment. You never know what's going to land or stick or work ultimately. Here they're playing with something real in that she just isn't happy. She just isn't. That's the answer. That's the blank that you're trying to fill in. Is she just isn't happy.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to sort it out and doesn't want anyone else to get their fingers in there and like tamper with her life. It's hers. She wants to have it for herself to deal with, and she's not really dealing with it.
Yeah, she's not at all.
To what you're saying, it's generally easier for an audience to get behind something clear, like a set of parameters of, okay, these are the bullet points as to what this person's doing. So like, oh, okay, I get it. Maybe I personally wouldn't have a problem with that, but I can see why she's got a problem with that. Like, maybe he likes balloons too much.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but like,
something weird.
No, it's true.
In real life, you might be able to understand if a friend came to you and was just like, I'm just not happy, I'm just not feeling it. Because you know your friend.
Right.
It's easier for you to empathize, but because we don't really know her in that way yet, it is harder to kind of like hook into that.
So I think the writing on this, I'm hoping at the end that this is like amazing writing, because it's like what you're saying. You have multiple friends, but then, I'll be the soundboard to certain friends and I'll know what's going on. And at the end of it, it makes total sense, right? But certain friends won't see that. And then right when they go through it, they're like, what the fuck, And then at the end of it, once it's revealed, they're like, now I understand why you had to control it, keep it in your own hands, take your own time, and maybe I'm wrong for not allowing you to have that space. It's a lesson. I think that's going to be had on both sides, but that's why either this writing is really powerful and really good, or we're going to be like, like they say in every episode, so I'm very curious.
Well, it's like what they say, right? You don't just marry the person, you marry the family as well. True. And in this case, it's like the family is just interfering with everything. Like they said, it really should be just something that the wife and the husband sort out between themselves. It doesn't require the involvement of everyone else.
I think one of the things that's maybe needed here, and it's hard to do because these are short form. I mean, it's 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's not like Friends or Frasier or Seinfeld where you got like 24 episodes in a season, or even Netflix where you have 12 episodes, right? There's 6 episodes. And so there's a lot being compressed into here. There's a number of scenes here that are elongated so that you can really breathe in those moments, like really live with these characters, right? I would trade some of that in favor of seeing moments where you understand the good side, the good nature of the sister, because everything we're getting right now is all bad stuff. The only good moment that I can recall is where she lit his cigarette. That's the only moment where I'm like, oh, okay, cool. From the beginning, she's been a problem. She comes in with tension, she's coughing on the couch, and she's got this secret she's not dealing with.
Never let that go.
I'm like coughing over here.
It's been a lot of negativity, and so I have zero reasons to empathize with her because she's just been this kind of thorn in his side. What could have been helpful here is understanding why we should feel for her. Though we disagree, we still have empathy. And right now, there's no reason for us to have empathy, ultimately. True. And the way she blurted out that secret was really...
It was just really immature and disrespectful.
I mean...
It's like an asshole move.
It's such a...
I'm surprised she didn't get smacked.
I would, honestly, if that was my little sister-in-law, I don't know, I would slide tackle her or something. Shouldn't be standing.
Why is your tooth in my knuckle? When did that happen?
I would at least take the drink the uncle was drinking and just spill it in her face or something. But...
It's just like, dude, why though? Like, we were having a heart-to-heart moment. I think that's the thing. It's the ultimate betrayal, isn't it? Because you thought that you were having this conversation in private, and sometimes,
in confidence.
In confidence. Like, sometimes we're talking with our girlfriends and we express things that we don't really mean. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, we haven't really been intimate that much. Oh, that kind of sucks. Or,
Didn't you watch Friends? Like, you just don't say anything. You keep it to yourself. That's how everyone found out about Ross's Star Wars fantasy. You just shut up. Don't say anything.
That's not a big deal.
But then what happened? Once they figured it out, she wore the outfit.
Right?
That just
She
what that
fulfilled the
should teach you.
fantasy.
What that should teach you is communicating between each other better.
But that's what this is about.
Yes.
This is a key word is communication. That's what this whole
Yeah.
series is about. The lack thereof.
Exactly.
I still feel bad for her. Well, soon to be ex-husband.
I
like
know.
I see nothing wrong in what he did. He was trying his best
Yeah, he
given the
was
circumstances.
trying,
Like, what is
yeah.
he supposed to do?
Well, we're gonna know this last episode.
After that fight, he should have just bounced. Like,
Yeah.
okay, screw it. I tried. And,
I would have. I'd
But
be like, peace.
one thing I want to say, this is kind of a negative comment, but in their argument, I felt like it was very repetitive. It was a lot of the same covered ground kind of. I mean, maybe they're aiming, like, again, they're aiming for that realism, that super, super realism.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of the back and forth is exactly the same. And in the first 2 exchanges, I got what was going on. It
Yeah.
was very generic. Then the following exchanges for another minute and a half was the exact same lines, but just worded slightly different each time.
Right.
When it could have been used more effectively in those moments to kind of communicate to the audience a little bit more about what's going on exactly internally. Even if you don't want to say it overtly, you can communicate a little bit more with what's going on underneath the surface. I got kind of pissed at her in the moment when he's like, yeah, I have to agree with her. This should be between us. And she goes, there is no us. It's like, damn, yo, like he's trying to help you here. Let him at least he's extending an olive branch. Like you can sort this divorce out aside.
That's the moment where you grab his arm and you go, all right, we're going over here and now we're going to have a talk instead of like just blowing up in front of everyone.
This whole mess is her fault. The fact that so many people got dragged into it and then she started acting like a little immature kid about it, that's what's not giving us the reason to have heart towards her. So she definitely did not handle this right.
No.
You know what would have been better, I think? Instead of going to the dude and going, so what's divorce like? I think that he should have had a real moment where he's maybe having some regret about divorce that he wasn't showing us before. Because we learned nothing new about him in that moment, right?
Right.
And so if we learn that he actually has some regret and she's there to kind of console him, something slips out about herself in the effort to console him, then we would have not only empathy for her, everything else would like, that's all I'm trying to say, is we would have a little bit of empathy for her because she was trying to do something right. She literally went to him and she went into the tiger's den, or the lion's den, basically, because she was like, let me go to the worst person ever and ask him for advice. And then it gets around. You can see from the outset that this is not the guy you want to talk to.
Yeah, and then you know as soon as she says, oh, don't tell anyone about this, it's like,
Yeah, exactly. It's just all downhill from there.
Not what's gonna happen.
I still think that this episode could have accomplished what it wanted to, dramatically speaking. It just changing that opening dialogue between them.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, where she came to him or seeing what he's going through, like maybe taking too many, and she tries to help him, talk him off the ledge or whatever, something like that.
I mean, I still think it was a good episode though, regardless.
Yeah,
Like,
this was a great episode. The
Very
acting was
dramatic.
amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
He really did a great job.
I mean, he lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Everybody really lost it though, because I was getting really nervous.
Yeah. It's like,
I was
you know,
like, oh,
it's like
God.
watching your parents have a big bad fight and you're just like, where do I go now?
Yeah. It's the face the daughter-in-law made to the dad. I was like, can I go? I gotta go help this side now, you know?
Yeah, like what do I do? Oh crap. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Red, divorce over. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to Dice Media for allowing us to react to this. Very, very, very much appreciated. Looking forward to the season finale. You guys, be sure to check out ALAZAY and ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ALAZAY.
And
ACHARA KIRK.
peace out.